Hi there, Leo. Thank you for joining me for your monthly forecast for October. Have you been feeling more alluring over the last few months than you ordinarily would do? I know you're always gorgeous, but that's been ramped up to a new high because you've had a collection of planets gathered in your sign, and not least Venus. Venus is the planet of attraction, and it's been with you since just before the end of week 1 in June. Now, Venus usually takes 28 days to make its way through each zodiac sign, but on the 9th of October it is finally going to say au revoir. But during this period, I do feel that you've probably developed a new look, felt a healthier respect about your personal appeal, or in some ways been working on something creative and exciting. But once Venus moves on the 9th of this month, there is the potential for your financial situation to really pick up. In fact, on the 10th, Mars, which is also in your second solar house, along with Jupiter, well, Mars and Jupiter are going to be combining from the 10th through to the 28th. This is a very unusual aspect. It doesn't happen very often. Remember, Jupiter is back in Virgo for the first time in 12 years. With Mars alongside, it can give you a lot of extra confidence to just go for it when it comes to your material aims. But there is a bit of a catch, particularly in the first half of this month, because on the other side of the heavens is Neptune, the planet of hazy dreams. Neptune could be wonderful for us expanding our consciousness. It's not so good around hard and solid evidential stuff. And it could be that if you're thinking of buying and selling, particularly large ticket items, that something can just distort your reality or the reality of the person selling to you. So if there are any things you're working on this month, however confident and extra confident Mars's combination with Jupiter makes you feel, and however much the arrival of Venus in this part of your scope can trigger extra cash, you just need to be aware of what your motives are and the motives of anyone that you come into contact with. But of course, the second solar house that Venus and Mars and Jupiter are all occupying from the 9th is very much to do with more earthy appeal too. It doesn't necessarily have to be material gains. And you're going to be giving out some powerful signals this month. But the Sun and Mercury are actually located in a much more airy part of your scope, aiding communication. But you may be thinking, hold on Patrick, isn't Mercury tracking backwards? And you're right, through to the 9th too. It is in retrograde. However, it is ironically forging a very solid influence with Saturn in the first 2 weeks of this month. So if you really are determined to do your research, concentrate on the details and not get swept off by getting caught up in dreams and unreachable aims, you can make some solid progress. Despite Mercury's retrograde reputation, it can be an opportunity to sort out something that's not been working very well. And in your case, that could be to do with technology. A slow-running home computer. Maybe you're going to think about having some kind of new household device which will make life much easier and save you time. All these things are possible. But from the 9th, for the next 2 weeks, the Sun does go into an opposition with the rather erratic energies of Uranus. And it's possible that you could encounter somebody during that period of time who sees life very differently to you. Now, this could be hugely refreshing and can lead to some very stimulating conversations. At the other end of the spectrum, it could lead to some outright arguments. You may encounter someone who's very outspoken, very independent-minded, and challenges how you see things, your belief systems. So just be conscious of this. But your nervous energy is also going to be revved up, and this can see you buzzing from place to place and really being attracted to anything new and sparkling, especially people, because I think you're going to have quite a low boredom threshold during that 2-week period, and you need to be doing things that really keep you switched on. Now, Venus then goes into an opposition herself with Neptune in week 3. Now, this in a romantic situation can really see us being pulled into under the spell of someone who really takes our fancy. It's a very magnetic, bewitching almost influence, but Neptune again can distort reality, so keep your wits about you. But in week 4, Venus and Jupiter get together, and that can lead to more opportunities to have some kind of financial breakthrough. The thing with Jupiter is that although it's got this reputation of being about loot and luck, and which is justified, it's about what we do that really counts. And over the last year, Jupiter has been in your sign. So the more hard working you've been in terms of making the most of your creative talents, the more that you're going to have some kind of windfall this month. But if you've been a bit passive and you're just waiting for something to turn up for you, your chances are going to be reduced. But I do think your love life could become much more passionate, it could become more physical, your love of the good things in life is going to ramp up. If you've been on the diet, I really think by the end of this month you could be struggling to keep it together. However, the Sun does move on the 24th into your home zone, and it could see you letting out a sigh of relief if you have been rushing around a lot. There is a full moon on the 27th, and just balancing home and work life issues is going to be a key. But I do think this is going to be a dramatic month with real opportunities for some kind of breakthrough. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.